And we're back. Day 31. Look at him out there. You know what? We need the skeleton. Let's get the skeleton. Oh god, a child. Oh, this was a poor decision. Okay, never mind. That was the wrong choice. That was absolutely the wrong choice. I didn't see the child. He's still out there. Oh gosh, we're gonna have a mess to deal with in the morning, aren't we? Of course I can't rest now. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Maeve? Can I get far enough away that they despawn? I don't think so. The child is still there. Can I get far enough away this way? Oh gosh, the vines. They're so pretty. Is there anything down here? No, just a bunch of water. Well, you know what? There's so many things that we should be doing. I don't have enough dirt to fill in that water. Do I have enough gravel? I might have enough gravel. Let's get a tiny bit more food cooking. No, normal stone. That's right, it gives us experience. I always forget that just cooking cobblestone into normal stone actually gives you experience. Nope, I wanted that. What did I need? I need sticks. Better? Okay. I think I need to get rid of some of these hanging vines that are kind of in the way. They're awfully pretty, but goodness, they get in the way quick. We don't even spend legitimately all that much time up here. But they've already grown over so much. Alright, let's get rid of some of this water down here. Because I think this is the beginning of where we will begin digging down for a mine. What level are we at? Y61. My goodness, they don't last long, do they? Oh, more water. Is it going to be like this the whole way? I was hoping there wouldn't be too much water. Just put that there for now. But you know what? Even if it is like that the whole way, I mean, it's not impossible to deal with. It's just frustrating to deal with. Oop, don't want to drown ourselves. Silly. Hello, viewer that just logged in. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Evening, morning, whatever it is where you are. I need another shovel if I'm going to be dealing with gravel. Oh my goodness, another random artifact. Interesting, it broke both. I guess they were part of the same block though, weren't they? And I'm just gonna get more of a flood back there, aren't I? Hmm? No? Okay. Okay. I might have avoided the majority of that little underwater aquifer, but I don't want to speak too soon. I suppose we'll see. Is that just more gravel? What is that? Okay, just more gravel. How are you doing today, single viewer? Nice, diorite. It's not my absolute favorite, but you can make cool, like birch trees out of it. It's pretty good for that. Like a little bit of diorite with some of the pale oak. Pretty decent little birch trees. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I've built a couple custom trees that I'm very proud of. But there's always room for improvement. little more iron. Fantastic. We need that. All right. It's a slow pace with stone tools, but we're doing okay. And really, this is just another form of procrastination with working on the area outside where we should be flattening out and terraforming to make room for more crops. That's what we should be doing, but also it's Minecraft, so should we really be doing anything in particular? I don't know, what is that? Philosophy? Well, that was a failure. And you know what I noticed a little bit ago? I think I have my music too low. Because I do like it. It's just sometimes a little too overpowering. I think 40 was too low for me. And you know what? Level 32. That feels like a good spot to leave some room to branch off a bit. Oh, I mistook the days played for the Y level. But you know what? That's fine. Let's leave some room through here where if we want to be able to branch off a bit, we can. Just leave it like a nice big flat spot so that we can build tunnels going in other directions or something like that. Level 32 feels right for that. And we'll do the same thing at level 16, I think. I think level 15, 16 is about where you want to be for iron mining anyways. Coal, there's more higher up. So, like, there still will be some down here, but not nearly as much. And then we've still got to go. 80 more levels to get to diamond level. I think the best for that is what, Y? 58 through 54, something like that. Oh, look, nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yes. Oh, we can make a helmet. Probably with what we have. I think we had 5 back in the chest. That's 12 more. Yeah, so we'll make a helmet and a pair of shears in another bucket, and we'll still have a couple left over. And that'll be great. And I do know that it would be so much faster to just do this pathway like 1 wide. But honestly, I can use the stone, or I can use the cobblestone. And I'm honestly probably going to make it at least 3 wide, if not 5 wide, if this is where we end up basing for an extended period of time. I think this is just my starter hole in the wall. I do want to make like a proper starter house, but we're not there yet with resources or mood. It would be cool to have this little cave base maybe eventually be like the basement or like the cellar of an eventual proper starter base. That would be cool. Have like a cute little aesthetic cave underneath the base. That could be neat. I feel like the the vine problem would maybe get a little out of control down here though. What is that? Is that iron or coal? Coal. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna be honest, I'd prefer iron, but I'm not mad. I wonder how much gravel's sitting on top of this. Oh, not much. Okay. There we go. Let's just fill that in so that monsters don't spawn in our stairwell walls. Where are we at with this? I should have... There we go. And there goes that pick. We've gone pretty far ways, and we are on level 16, Y level 16. Do we have another pickaxe? Yeah. I think we're probably going to end up doing a bit of strip mining, or at least a lot of stone mining around Y level 16, because it gives us a good chance to get iron at the same time. This area I wanted a little bigger, so I can build just a big old room around this spot. Nice, okay. Sorry if I bumped the mic. I had a very intense and sudden itch on my nose. And we are about to run out of health on this pickaxe. Yep. I don't think we have a crafting table on us. And no wood, so we have to go back up. Hopefully next time we come back down here, though, we remember to bring some stairs. And you know what we should do with a piece of our newfound iron? We should make a stone cutting wheel, a stone cutter. And then we can make chairs, stairs for cheaper, and be able to properly outfit our little tunnel with some stairs so that we can just run up and down without having to jump the whole way. Okay. Cobblestone. And then all of our other stones until we get enough of them really to bother to organize them properly. I don't know why I put them in the second chest up rather than the bottom one, but who knows. Did we mine so long that now it's nighttime again and there's more fresh monsters? We did. There's more fresh monsters. Good job. Oops, and we need to smelt these. You know what? Let's throw 3 of those in. And then we can get some meat going afterwards. If any viewers have any like questions or something for me, feel free to ask and I'll do my best to answer them. Gotta get a sip of liquid in me. Got an AW root beer. Let's get a helmet on us. This one's almost deceased, so you know what we should do with it? We should smelt it for a gold nugget. I think that's a good idea rather than letting it break. Because no matter how broken it is, it'll give us a gold nugget once it's smelted. Need another one of those, and isn't it normal stone that I need for the stone cutter? Yeah. Here we go. Getting to work. Shears, finally. You know what? Do we have enough? We are going to have enough to make a shield and another bucket. Let's do that. And then cook the rest of those. Iron Man trophy earned. Nice. The only problem with is that I can't use like left trigger to engage my shield. I wish I could, because that just feels right, but I have to crouch to engage my shield on PS5. And honestly, I don't know if it's the same or different on Java, but it seems, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe they do that to you on purpose, though, so that you can't, like, run while your shield is engaged. That actually makes a bit of sense. Alright, we've got some food. Oh, I meant to make an extra bucket out of that. It would be nice to have some other tools, but a bucket's never going to break. And I can still make and use stone versions of all these other tools for now. You know what, actually, wait a minute. On second thought, we could make a cauldron and get some of that lava from outside. I don't have any dripstone, actually. Never mind. We have no dripstone. Okay, so we're going to make the bucket. We'll make a cauldron when we find more iron, and then start working on so we can stop using our coal for fuel. And you wanna, I'm gonna use all my stone for stairs because I just think I'd like the look of that better than cobblestone. And I don't think 35 is gonna be enough to get us all the way down whatsoever. But what I am gonna do is just cook some more cobble. Four, five, six, seven, 8 to cook exactly a stack. Okay, so we'll just leave that going. See, we do have an iron pickaxe already that I've just been saving because I don't want to ruin it. And this, maybe I should be using that to, like, fight stuff. But it was one of the first good weapons I've found. And I kind of don't want to kill it right off the bat. I did save the wooden axe. I want to make a frame for that. You know what? Let's do that right now. The wooden axe that started it all. You're lovely. And I didn't make a wooden pickaxe because I got the wooden axe and a stone pickaxe, I think, in the starter chest. We have a whole bunch of random stuff in here that eventually needs to be organized, I think. Okay. What we should be doing is making a couple stone shovels and a couple stone pickaxes so that we can go back outside and get back to work. I think 4 of each is probably good. And we'll grab a bucket of lava too while we're out there. Is it nighttime? Nope, it's daytime. Perfect. Day 33. All right, and we're gonna get our dirt by taking down these hills a little bit. Which I already started doing on that one right there. But honestly, it makes more sense to really focus on the one that's closer to my area. So we're gonna do this one now. I don't like that horrible straight line, but once the rest of it's filled in, it'll look a bit better. And we can get some farms and some crops and some chickens. I need to remember to watch out for the lava. And oh my goodness, we have shears now. Yes! Bushes! Oh! Oh, they're so cute. Don't throw it into the lava. Bush. I love it. I love it. Okay, focus, focus. It's such a magpie. Ooh, new shiny thing. There goes that shovel, right quickly too. Did I get all the bushes? We're gonna have to put some, or you can't even see the entrance to the cave base from here. It's right there. So little. We're gonna have to put some bushes next to that on some of the moss. And I realized only after I uploaded the thumbnail to the last stream, are my torches like terribly misaligned. So, you know, that was an awesome realization. So we need to just continue to work on that little area. Get it up to snuff, up to par. It's almost nighttime again. I don't want to deal with the children. You know what? That breaking. Oh, and I don't even really have any good weapons. It's time to run away. It's time to run away. I don't want to deal with you. I will attempt to kill you. Oh, God. All I have is a shovel. What have I done? That was stupid. My axe is basically broken. Oh, that was dumb. Run, 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 run. Ha! You missed me. That was silliness. You know what? You know what? It's sword time. I think finally. It's sword time. It took us to day 33 to make our first iron sword. At least I'm pretty sure it's our first iron sword. But it's time. We didn't even get any bones from that skeleton that we killed with our shovel. What a bummer. You know, I think we've got a bit of dirt. We've got enough that we can fill in more. Oh, yeah, I knew there was going to be one somewhere. Rude. Rude. There we go. I wouldn't mind some more string. Ah, yes. The iron. So much better. Do you have any trees? Cherry tree? We have 5 emeralds somewhere, don't we? I think we have 20. Yeah. Cherry tree. Cherry tree. We haven't seen any cherry trees around us. And we also haven't really explored, but... Cherry tree. Yay. Okay, well, let's go immediately plant this right where we're going to be working so that it has time to grow. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so this is Y level 64. We've already done that. So it can grow right there. And hopefully it'll be close enough to us that it'll grow a bit. And you know what? We can actually just trim some grass too if we need any of that for the future. Why not? Doesn't hurt to have supplies ready to go. Hello, cattle. We should probably breed them up again, too. Little more. And I know double layering this takes so much longer than single layering it. But I think it'll be a little bit better in the end, because when I go to start a farm, I can just dig down, put the water in, boom. Instead of having to go plug a couple dirt blocks in underneath. I think it'll end up working okay. Beware of the lava. I think I'm going to get this whole area kind of down to the level where I want it. And no, I thought there was a ravine here that I was going to have to fill in. A little bit there. Okay. My goodness. I think the reason it's been taking me so long and it's been so difficult for me to stay on task with trying to terraform this area is because all I have is stone tools. And yes, we'll eventually get there, even with stone tools, but goodness, it's tough, guys. The patience required to power through with just stone tools and terraform an entire area. I might want to go iron hunting just for enough iron, but iron tools don't last all that long. I feel like it would kind of be a waste of the iron. Especially when in the future I'm going to want like just a ton of hoppers. I don't know about y'all, but item sorters, man, they're so necessary. Even just for like spawner farms, they're super necessary. Like a skeleton spawner farm, you can sort out the bones and the arrows and have a couple boxes of those, and then just dump everything else into a little puddle of lava so it doesn't clog it up. That's a lot easier than opening your chest and going through it and then manually getting rid of all the stuff that you don't want. Yeah, at least we're getting more seeds from doing this too. It's not going to hurt right now to have a whole bunch of seeds. Real quick, they're going to become super annoying, but right now, it's fine. It's fine. Well, that was quick. That one felt like it wore out way faster than they normally do. Gotta reposition. My hands are so clammy. Why? It is quite hot here today, though. I think today, pretty sure it's been the hottest day of the year so far. I think it's time to sleep. I don't have an extra bed on me anymore. I think I left it down in the village. And our tree didn't grow. How sad. Alright, boys. Get away. Get away. Nice. Wow, that's a lot of monsters. Maybe we should try to work on getting this place lit up a little bit better. I think that'd probably be a really good idea. Let's put stuff away. Don't need all the plants on us. Look at that, we have 19 bushes already. And a whole stack of seeds. Fantastic. What can I pull out of here and put where it actually goes? Excuse me, I keep yawning. Logs. Wood stuff. And you know what? We can put work stations down there too for now. Most of them are made out of wood, or at least involve it. Oh, nope, don't use a crafter. Use this. Stairs. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. How do you empty him again? Okay. Drink water while we sleep. Okay, we good out here now? Nothing. Pumpkin, cherry tree. Is this the same guy? I think it might be the same one. Okay, leads. Thank you. Oh, who's spitting at me? I think they're both angry. Okay. Got the leads, got some leather from that. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And you know, let's just keep the emeralds on us in case there's another wandering trader with like a mangrove propagule. At this point, I don't have enough emeralds to buy dark oak or pale oak, which feels like I should get more emeralds. That really feels like the right thing to do is go get some more emeralds. But you know what? We have all this dirt on us. Let's try to stay focused for at least a couple minutes. I know this is not a strong suit for me, but let's at least get rid of a bunch of the dirt in our inventory before we go get distracted getting more emeralds. It's getting there. It's really starting to get there. It's very flat and boring because it's got no grass or anything on it. There's no texture. But that'll all change. That can all change. And the first major change is going to be putting in a huge field. Or maybe a couple huge fields with like a nice little path running through the middle. I think I like that idea more than one really big field. And we can make it a path from the village to our little cave house basement thing. I think that's a good idea. Nice. So close to having this one section kind of ready to go. I don't think we're going to have enough dirt, though. Of course not. Of course not. And I only have this one mostly broken shovel left on me. You know, maybe that's how we do it. We just grind a little bit of these hills each time. Just do a little bit each time, and you know, eventually it'll get done. But look at all this space we have to work with now. That's great. That's so good. Heck yeah. I'm just kind of hoping that cherry tree will grow while I'm looking at it, but now. All right, let's go. We're going to go get some more crops to bring back and a second bucket of water. Just get a bunch of crops to bring back so that we can get a nice big farm growing right off the bat. And we're going to use that second bucket of water to make ourselves an infinite water supply so that we don't have to run back to the river every time we need to make a water supply for the crops. And you know what? There's no reason that we shouldn't start a little sugarcane patch closer to home either, I'm thinking. And we're going to remember to use our golden pickaxe this time that has Fortune 3 on it that we found. This cow's really interested in that wheat that I had. You look like tomorrow night's dinner, though. Thank you, sir. Actually, I love the alpacas, or the llamas, technically. I like alpaca, though. The fiber, at least, is so lovely and soft. I suppose I don't know much about the animals themselves, but seeing that I like to knit and crochet and do a bunch of fiber arts, alpaca's quite nice. Spinning with it is also lovely. It's an experience because it's so soft and so smooth. Stretch or bounce like normal wool does. Oh, hello, Piggy. Sorry. I think it's time to sleep. I don't want anything to harm my villagers. I do have these two and another two now that are kind of put away in safe spots. Meow. I think he's also tonight's dinner. Or tomorrow's. You know, I meant to plant these other melons down here, but maybe I should take them up top and plant them up top. I think that's what I should probably do. I'd love to have an automatic melon farm sooner rather than later. But I don't think we're quite there yet. Hello, sir. Pumpkins, melons. I really hope he ends up selling golden carrots, but I don't quite have a lot of pumpkins to sell you, buddy. I don't think I'll be able to get them leveled up with the amount of pumpkins. Oh, the Haggler trophy earned. Wonder what that is. It's probably like trading for a certain amount of emeralds, I'm assuming. Here we go. I want to bring some more carrots back up with me, but I think there are some more up there. You know what, let's swap that out. Hi, little doggy. My girls have come to see me. Hi, girls. All right, 62 carrots over a stack of potatoes and 2 stacks of wheat seeds and a stack of melons. Maybe I shouldn't have sold the pumpkins because I could have got more seeds from them. But as soon as you have Silk Touch, the melons become instantly more profitable. But I suppose if the villager is zombified and then cured, pelons, yeah, sure. Melons and pumpkins become equally profitable because you can sell them for 1 emerald apiece after you zombify and cure a villager. Oops, I hit the wrong thing there. Oh no. All right, you know what? I think it's time, after we get these last couple carrots, because of course, why wouldn't we? I think it's time to go start a gigantic manual crop farm. Let's do it, y'all. We've got our 2 buckets of water, got a bunch of crops. Let's get started. And our cherry tree grew! Patience. That's all it took. I have so little of it, but our cherry tree. Yay. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so what we need to do is map out exactly how we want our path to come down this hill, because that's going to determine where we can and cannot place our fields. And I think that I'm going to need a shovel, first of all. For that, I need cobblestone. Oh my goodness. It's like if you give a mouse a cookie. If you want to plant a field, you need to know where your path is going to go. And to know where your path is going to go, you need to mark it out. But to mark it out, you need to have cobblestone and sticks. Good lordy. No wonder I get so distracted so easily. Okay, so I think we're going to have probably some stairs coming around here. I don't like how vertical that ended up being. But we can fix it when we put in the stairs. And then maybe cross here a little ways. And this is just a rough sketch, really. And then we can come down near the cows. Okay, kinda, sorta. We're probably gonna end up clearing out the hill that I'm standing on. And I think one of our big fields will go over here. And another one, oh, maybe over here, which it means we need to clear out even more before I can plant the field that I want to plant. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what have I done? You know what? All right, let's fill in this little area. We can always pick up and move a field. How about that? How about flexibility? Just like Dungeons and Dragons. Make a plan, because it's definitely better than not having a plan. But part of that plan better be to completely abandon the plan and do something that you've made up on the spot. I think that was the only shovel I made. Yeah, that was the only shovel I made. Okay. Fill this in. Okay. Next step. Infinite water source. Somewhere. You know what? Let's put it right next to the cows so that we don't like lose it and have to look for it. Okay. And then refill our buckets. Perfect. Oh my goodness, is it? It's already getting dark again. No. Well, I need a hoe anyways. Maybe I should grab another... Where am I going? Maybe I should grab another bed. Just so I can sleep down in the valley. And I think we need to put a lantern right here to light up this area. I think that's going to look way better than the torches. And now that we have shears, maybe glow lichen. A lantern. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so much better. Screenshot. Thank you. Okay, I had to use a whole piece of iron for it, but you know what? That felt worth it. Okay, what do I need? Hose. The garden tool. Run! Oh, I should have made a shovel too. Well, boo. I only have a couple spots that I'm gonna need to dig up. So I don't want to make perfectly rectangular fields. Mostly just for aesthetics. They are easier to harvest if they're perfectly rectangular. But that sounds kind of boring. So I'm not gonna do it that way. Let's see. I want a little bit of a border between this and, you know, we can always expand it more that way once we clear out some of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's move it a couple more to the side. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Time for more water. You know what we do need? Is some spruce planks to put over the top of our water. I would prefer the look of trapdoors, if I'm honest, but I find that I always end up flipping them on accident when I'm trying to go back through and plant crops. So we're going to use, not planks, slabs. We're going to waterlog the top half of some spruce slabs. I wish I could make like half slabs of wool and use that, but you can't. So we're going to use spruce. And I wish that I could use the wool or even like a slab of moss or something like that to blend in better with the grass, but it's going to have to be spruce because at least I feel like that'll blend in kind of okay with the dirt. There. And so now we won't fall in either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because the water will hydrate 4 blocks each direction. But I'm not going to use all 4 blocks of space on all of these, because I want them to be not perfectly rectangular, I'm thinking. One, two, three, 4. I'm going to use the majority of the space that I can. There we go. Do I have an axe? Of course I don't have an axe. Because at this point, this tree's kind of in my way. I'm very happy it's grown. I'm very excited to get the saplings so that now we have access to cherry wood. Very pleased about that. Nice, 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 nice. You know what? We do have shears. We can get some pretty flowers and make little bushes. Oh my goodness. I should have let this entire one just disintegrate into saplings, but I couldn't help myself. And we already have a few extra saplings. Perfect. I'm not the biggest fan of the pink wood, but I am a big fan of the tree. But we are going to plant a couple more just over here. Just so that we have some growing so that we can get just more of the wood. You know what? Okay, that's not fair. I am a big fan of the wood when it has the bark on it. I'm a big fan of it in log form. I think it's lovely in log form. I mean, just look at that dark purpley exterior. Like, this is so pink. And I like pink, but I like more of like an antique tannish dirty pink. Because we're not yet really at a spot where I can make like automatic farms. And I don't really have enough resources to make only aesthetically pleasing farms, which are generally not very good at outputting much. I think we're going for a mixture of like not perfectly rectangular so that it's still got some sort of movement to it, but also not completely aesthetically pleasing in such a way that makes it so impractical that you can't actually use it. It's a weird shape. I'm not sure how much I actually like it, but it's at least not perfectly square. Okay. You know, I have talked about doing like every other thing wheat, but you know what? This is just going to be the wheat field. We're just going to make the whole thing wheat. Because I feel like that'll look nice. And then I can always extend it back this way and make even more wheat field. Just a huge, huge, huge wheat field. Because I like the way those look. And we can use the dry bushes, the dead bushes. We've now got firefly bushes, the dead grass, dry grass, and the dead bushes. The little stick things you find in the desert, the yellow grass stuff you find in the desert, and the firefly bushes, and also hay bales. And I think all of those things have now really made big, awesome, epic wheat fields. And so I'd probably have all the front area pretty samey just so that it's easy to harvest and everything. But if I was to make a wheat field that stretches back, which is a really good idea, I do like that idea, I would probably add a lot of texture to the area in the back that we're not ever really going to be harvesting. It would mostly just be for looks. So I think we'd need to go to a desert to find two of those things, or at least a swamp for the dead bushes and a desert for the dead grass. All right, is that all my seeds? No, I have a whole nother stack. Perfect, and I hear little spider tippy-tappy toes. Oh, I was right. Oh, I broke one of my grass. Okay. I don't need the string or the eye right now, but it's cool that they're there. Oh, you know what? we can put the bushes or the flowers away. And you know what? Let's just put all these saplings in a cute little area over here. I think that could be... Whoa, what is that? What? No wonder I get so many random monsters. They're just literally coming out of the walls. What is this? It's a death trap. Goodness. No wonder I'm hearing monsters everywhere all the time. They're just spawning right under the hill. Yikes. Okay. Oh my. Well, we're just gonna leave all this alone for now. I can come back. I can come back for any of the good stuff later. Ah, can you not reach? What else is down here? Oh, more monsters. Of course there's more monsters. You know, what did I expect? But there is some lapis, so that's cool. At least the zombie can't make his way up here. Alright, well, somebody remind me to come check out this little crevice again. Crevasse? Is it a crevasse or a crevice? Let's just make a cute little patch of cherry trees back here. Let's just have a little cherry tree area. Cute. I didn't want that one on top of there. Ooh, you know what? Make it so it has a little clearing in the middle. Absolutely. And get rid of all these. I like that these are more available now. I don't like the confetti frosting patches. Oh. I just got a poor connection quality, broadcasting only mic audio warning. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to cut it down. It's been an hour and a half. I was trying to keep these more around an hour to an hour and a half anyways. So I'm sorry, guys. We'll come back once our connection's a little bit better. I hope you have a lovely morning, day, evening, whatever you're having. And we'll be back later. Okay, bye.